It's not the workout. It's not the workout. It's what you put in your mouth. If you can't control a pizza slice going in your mouth or a Cheeto, then you're never gonna get the results. Like, you're either all in or you're not. Like, if you say if you're gonna get in shape, there is no room for a Dorito. There is no room for a pizza. Why would you eat a pizza slice? Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Hello, friends. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Today, we're going to be talking about why we do a cleanse every so often in a year. So Albert here is showing off his six-pack. We just had a fitness challenge in our companies. He actually won first place for abs against a bunch of youngins. So I'm super proud of him.
But I won by a lot.
You did. You won
by
by 2 abs at the bottom. We have the pictures.
But the votes, I won by a lot.
Yeah, you did.
Like a lot.
You did.
It was it was like more than unanimous. More.
Oh man. So why we
I beat people half my age.
You did. I know. I'm super proud of you. You're very committed. So the reason why we do a cleanse once a year, every year, or twice a year, every year is simply to reset, I would say, because we are obviously in the industry of real estate mortgage, and then we have Driven, which is crazy in itself. And there's a lot of networking events that we have to go to, and there's always alcohol. I mean, that's just what it is, and people love to get together, have drinks, go to dinner, and one thing leads to another. And, for me, it's gone really, really quickly. I'm not going to lie. Yesterday, I wish I had a drink with all of our contestants at the fitness challenge, but that wasn't the case.
That was 2 days ago.
Oh, 2 days ago, Wednesday.
Yeah.
So how do you feel, Albert, with your abs?
Like, for me, I feel the same. Nothing changes. I just think that it's a great opportunity. It motivates me even more because it's a great opportunity to squash the people that think they're competitors or even close, because they're not even close.
They're not as committed as he is.
When I'm drinking, like when I was having champagne every day and I was having celebrations like every other day, I was still squashing the wannabe competitors. Like, I was squashing them bad. So imagine when I don't drink, when I eat healthy every day, when I have 2 to 3 workouts a day, when I'm working 18 hours a day.
Right.
Like, it's just like not even fair. It's like a kindergartner playing against a professional athlete. It's just like not fair. It's like embarrassing. It's like a felony. Like,
Stop
it shouldn't be allowed for me, like, not to drink and be this focus, because that's the main thing. You're focus. I'm just focused, and then you replace the buzz, the high of the buzz, you replace it with the results. So every day you wake up and you look better. Like, you feel better, because you still don't feel 100% regardless. Sometimes you wake up and you just have a little minor pain in your back. You have a headache or whatever. You're dehydrated. Maybe you didn't sleep well for another reason. So you don't feel 100% every single time. At least I don't. And if I dominate like I do, I can imagine that most people don't feel 100%. So when I'm sharp, when I'm not drinking, when I'm eating healthy every single day, it's just very, very dangerous. And then, like me, I have a very addictive personality. So when I don't drink at all. Like, I'm not one drop. And I have a word. When I say I'm gonna do something, I do it.
Same.
Most people don't have a word. Like I don't eat if somebody's eating chips, I won't grab not even a little crumble of the chip. Syl will grab a few chips. Yeah, when people are eating pizza, she'll grab a slice. I won't even look at the pizza. Not even look at it. I would just walk by and not even look at it.
So everybody has different goals.
And that's how I am. Very disciplined. Like, nobody has the level of discipline that I have. Nobody in the world. Nobody has the commitment that I have. Nobody in the world. And nobody has the work ethic that I have. Nobody in the world. So when I don't drink, I am extremely focused like nobody else, and I am dangerous. I'm like the combination of Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and Joe Montana.
Okay. Well, sounds good to me. But so I'm more hardworking than you are. I think.
You first of all, you sleep a month and a half more than me in a year, because you sleep 3 extra hours, Every time I leave, you're like sleeping, and
So
you're still sleeping. And when I wake up, you're sleeping. When I get up, you're sleeping. When I leave the house after I did a lot of things, you're still sleeping. So
Laying in
when
bed
you
is not
sleep,
sleeping.
when you sleep 3 hours more a day than me, if you multiply that by 365 days in a year, that gives you a month and a half more of life that I live than you in a year. So there is no way under any science that you work even close to an inch as hard as me.
So that is negative, not true at all. We do have a newborn. Let me remind you, because I think you
Do you sleep
forget.
3 hours more than me? Yes or no?
No, not 3 hours.
How many more?
So I go to when he's
How many more?
asleep, when he's
How many
snoring.
hours? How many hours do you sleep more than
I
me?
don't know.
You were sleeping yesterday when I fell asleep.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
Albert, you were asleep
Yeah,
the
you
were.
were.
Time. Okay, we're not gonna talk about this because it's
Yeah, well,
pointless.
there's no way you work
So
harder
the,
than me. Not
the
even
reality
close.
is that he doesn't get up every 3 hours to nurse our child in the night. So when I'm doing that, he's clearly sleeping. So anyway, the most important part, guys, about being healthy, one thing is being extreme and being like, guys have less responsibilities as far as parenting goes, right? So for us,
Not every parent. Parents
You
that
do. You
dads that are average, yeah.
So tomorrow morning,
most 40-year-old dads have titties and they have dad bods. I'm 40. I have a fucking 20-year-old
till you're
in
50.
shape, shredded guy. Yeah, when I'm 50, I'm gonna be in better shape.
Good.
I improve. I don't.
hope so.
I don't go down. I
hope
improve.
So. I hope so.
So like, I don't have titties and a dad bod. Most
You actually do have boobs.
most I have a real man chest. I don't have titties. Have you seen the perky titties that old men get? Swaggy,
You're gonna
swaggy.
get 'em too?
No, I'm
Even
not gonna
when
get
you're
them.
older? Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna get them.
They get saggy
You want to bet?
titties.
Yeah, I ain't got any saggy titties, my friend. And
Okay.
and
Can
and
I finish, or do you want to keep interrupting?
and I'm not
'Cause then
like
you
an
could
a-
just do this by
I'm not like
yourself.
an average 40-year-old dad.
Good. I expect nothing less of you.
So do I.
So something really important is understanding your body and knowing what you need. Obviously, I'm not saying be lazy, but everybody's different, you know, and for me personally, you know, health, fitness has always been part of my life. You know, I didn't really know how to work out, lift weights until I met him. I would just run.
I taught you.
He didn't teach me. I'm actually a very resourceful person. I'm super smart, and I always find a way. When I'm committed to something, I commit to it, and then I figure it out. There's so much information these days that there's no way that somebody couldn't figure out how to do something if they were really committed to it, right? So for me, I'm like, okay, let's do it. Let's go. You know, and like now, obviously we have 3 kids, so it's different, but fitness is still a big part of our life. It
But
always
you
has
gotta
been.
admit that you got in the best shape of your life when you were training with me.
No, I wasn't training. We were
When-
going to the gym
Okay, when you
together.
met me, you got in the best shape of your life. Because when we went to the Virgin Islands, you were in the best shape of your life, and that's when I was training you.
I took a year off of alcohol. It's not
Yeah, but
because
I-
you were training me.
I would even help you do the pull-ups.
Yeah.
So I was training you. You never helped me do pull-ups.
I have spotted you a lot of times. So, you know, finding a routine that's it's doable for your schedule. Again, we all have different responsibilities, you know, and for example, a mom has different ones than a dad does. You know, he just gets up and goes every day, just like every day, like before the nannies get there, it's just what it is, right? That's reality. Women, you know, we can't leave until the nanny gets there, our help gets there. So then we have to fix our day and figure out how are we gonna get everything done, you know? Because for me personally, if I don't work out first thing in the morning, forget it. There's absolutely no way that I'm gonna go in the evening. And just because, you know, our businesses require a lot of our time, presence, work, you know, and we have a huge team. But for me, I'm like, okay, first thing in the morning, that's what I'm gonna go.
Yeah, but you know what? We also have a lot of help. So
We do.
that's not an excuse. We have options of having our nanny stay over. Sometimes our nanny stays over. We have even when the nanny stays over, you still wake up late. So
I don't wake up late. If
there,
you think
there's
that-
been
Albert,
yeah, but there's
literally,
been
like
no, but
you-
there's been times when the nanny stays and you still wake up later than
So
the time you're
what?
saying.
I just
So
started working out
I
again.
understand.
So I'm on my
Yeah, but I understand.
3 weeks of working out again
Remember, I
after the
told you
baby.
a couple days ago that we're on the same team.
We are.
So we're not fighting.
So then
I'm
stop
just
trying to act
I'm
like-
not acting like that. I'm
Okay.
just giving you advice.
You don't need to give me
This
advice.
is a
I know
good
exactly
advice
what I
for-
have to do, and you know
this
exactly
is not
what you have to
scripted,
do.
or we're not trying. At least I'm not trying to be perfect, because I don't give a shit what people think about me. But when we you made me lose my
So
thought.
your goals are different than my
Oh.
goals.
So every dad or business owner, they also wake up like me, and they don't have to breastfeed. Like, I don't have to breastfeed.
Obvio.
My other 40 or 50 or 60-year-old competitors that run other companies, they also don't breastfeed because they're men, right? They wake up and they leave, and they also have a wife. Some of them can't afford a nanny or a housekeeper. Some of them can. So every man has the same options, and it's what man is going to become the bigger man, what man is going to work harder, what man is going to think better, what man is going to make more money, and what man is going to work harder. So for me, it doesn't matter if you're disciplined if you don't work hard.
So discipline
just means you do the right thing.
Shows in everything that you do.
Yeah, but you could be disciplined for 4 hours. And if you're disciplined for 18 hours, it's way different.
It depends.
No, it does not depend.
It does depend.
Because somebody that works 4 hours very disciplined is never going to achieve the same goals of somebody that works 18 hours very disciplined.
Right.
And what I'm saying is that every man has the same options as me. You wake up, you go, and the difference is that I wake up and I go and I come back with a shitload of money. Most men and dads and business owners, they come back home and they're broke or they make a little bit of money.
Let's stay on topic.
I go out there and I bring a lot of money, so I'm doing my job as the husband and you're doing your job as the wife.
Right. And so I don't understand your point. Like, what are you trying to say?
No, you started.
As soon as I can work out, I want to go work out. So I don't understand your point.
No, I understand. The thing is that you started by saying that you work harder than me.
I do.
And you started this whole talk.
On Wednesday, who was running around like a maniac? And what were you doing?
I said nothing,
you were in your cozy little office?
I said nothing but that you look beautiful and that you're getting in better shape.
Good.
And you attacked me. You said I work harder, and I just had to clear this up.
You said you work harder than everybody in the world, so I disagree with you.
I did say that, and then I had to clear that up with our audience here hearing us because you do not work harder than me. So maybe it's time for you to go to another topic.
Oh, okay. So go ahead. You know what's the topic? Tell our friends what the topic is so you could stay on track.
Well, the topic is the cleanse, because you always kind of excuse yourself and you try to look good on TV.
I'm not excusing myself from what?
But the cleanse. So
I look amazing. I am amazing. I work harder than any other women that I've ever met.
Oh, that I do. I agree with that.
And harder than you at a lot of times.
No, not at me.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, well, you're doing your little posts and I'm making dinner and I'm taking care of your 3 kids and you're over there doing whatever it is that you do on your phone.
Yeah, but we have different roles. Like I said, I can't if I could breastfeed a Callie, I would breastfeed her, but I can't. God didn't allow me to do that.
There's a reason why men aren't in charge of having children.
So I would have done that if I could, but I don't have any milk.
There's a reason why women are in charge of that section of life.
So this cleanse, guys, all it does is it enhances you. Like me having champagne every day, I still made a lot of money. We still got to where we are today. And we still did everything. We still live in Bel Air. We still drive the SF90. We still fly private. We still have kids. We still are in shape. The only thing the cleanse does is it enhances everything you do. Right. So instead of being in very good shape, you get in the best shape. Instead of working 18 hours at a level 8 or 9, you work 18 hours at a level 10 plus.
Right.
So that's all it does. And also, you wake up feeling better. You're way sharper and more focused. And also, the main thing for me is that it regenerates your cells. It regenerates everything. Because it gets to a point, if you guys are eating junk food all the time, if you guys are drinking all the time, if you guys are doing drugs all the time, whether it's weed or coke or whatever you guys do, I don't do any drugs, by the way. So if you guys are doing all that stuff, you're beating down your body. Mm-hmm. So it gets to a point where 1 drink, 2 drinks is not enough. You got to drink 5, 6, 7, 8 drinks or 10 to get the same buzz. And then you wake, and then imagine all that pain and all that damage you're causing to your liver, to your insides, to how many cells you're killing, how all of that stuff. So when you take 30 plus days off, you regenerate all that. And then when you actually have 1 drink, you get a nice little buzz and you feel good. And it's like a nice little reset. I do these things 3 times a year. And the main thing for me though is that when I don't drink, I have extra time. So I have a lot of time goes wasted when you're drinking. When you don't, that's the only thing I do. I just drink. I don't do any drugs. So when I don't drink, I have all the time in the world and more, And then I use that time to be a better dad, to be a better son, to be a better hubby, to be a better leader in the companies, to be a better business guy, to be a better partner. All of that enhances and becomes better. And I'm more present for my daughters, which means the world. They mean the world to me. So that's why I do this 30-day cleanse. Now, Syl might have another reason to do it, or maybe she's just following me
so that he can do it.
So she's a follower. So you're a follower.
I am. I'm helping you. I'm always trying to help you be better.
Mm-hmm.
Albert, would you be where you are now without Syl?
No, of course not.
Well, we're a team, and that's what I remind him. But he's so extreme. He's like, when can you work out? I'm like, Albert, there's a process. After 3 kids, you should already know that you have to get cleared by a doctor to go back to the gym. So the day that I got cleared to go to the gym, don't interrupt me, please. The day that I was cleared to go to the gym, like, I went the next day. Why? Because I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to feel amazing every single day, because working out first thing in the morning is the best feeling in the world, because it sets you up for your day, right? It shifts your mood, your mind, absolutely everything, you know. And again, this is why for me it has to be first thing in the morning, because work takes over after that, and then obviously you go home, and we have parent duties when we are out of the office back home, you know. So how do you maximize yourself to be amazing in every facet of your life, right? And that, to me, for me, starts with my workout every morning, you know. And it just feels so good. It feels good to look good. It feels good to feel good, you know. And something that he does really, really well is he drinks a lot of water. How much water do you drink when you wake up?
A gallon.
He drinks about a gallon of water, which is a lot. So now
my stomach gets like a basketball.
Right. I've made it a habit to drink my water first thing in the morning, because, you know, a lot of people, they have to wake up with coffee, and that releases stress hormones, actually, you know. And I'm reading this book right now. It's so interesting. And I always knew water was good in the beginning, but I personally hate water. I just don't like water.
It also helps you like get rid of all your digestion.
And right. And your skin gets nice. So most humans are chronically dehydrated. So if you wake up in the morning, lukewarm water or just room temperature water, you put a little sea salt in it with the minerals, with a little bit of lemon, it's so good for you each morning. Yeah.
Electrifies.
Yeah, it's you know, electrolytes. Your body is, if you can fix your body by working out and creating a routine of whatever it looks like. You want to go take a walk first thing in the morning. But the thing is that here in the US, California, you know, we're always in a hurry, you know, and we don't take the time to really say, I'm going to get into a routine. This is what I'm going to do. And you can start with 3 times a week. You know, I don't know. Everyone's schedule is different, but being really intentional of it and just getting up and moving is really going to set the tone for the day. So I love working out. You say you hate working out. I actually love working out. So
I absolutely hate working out.
I love it.
Like when I wake up and I'm thinking about my perfect day, I'm not thinking about, I'm going to eat shit today that tastes like vomit. I'm going to not eat till later. I'm going to lift heavy weights for an hour on an empty stomach. I'm going to sprint uphill harder than yesterday to the point where I want to faint. And I'm going to pretty much, it's going to be a miserable thing that I'm going to do. I don't get excited about that. To me, what I enjoy, and if I get excited, it's going to be like this. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to get in my SF90 and I'm going to drive to the airport. I'm going to get on a private jet. There's going to be Dom Perignon ready for me.
Morning.
And I'm going to fly to Paris. And I'm going to get there and then I'm going to have some nice brunch with Syl and my daughters. And then they're going to pick us up in the chopper to go to a nice warm beach. And we're going to just lay out there in the sun for a few hours. That's what I enjoy doing. Not working out like I work out. Because first of all, your yoga workouts, like that's like a girl workout. Like my workouts are like strong men, like Indian, back in the day type of workouts. Like hardcore workouts. And those are not something that you wake up and you're like, I can't wait to do that. I can't wait to be in pain and almost die. No, it's not exciting.
That's why you have to find a workout that you like, that you enjoy, because there's a lot of ways to get in shape. And I beg to defer, because yoga, I bet you he couldn't finish a class, just like he wouldn't be able to finish a Pilates class either. So inner strength is way different than some of these bodybuilder guys that are like all buff on the outside. They literally couldn't even finish a Pilates class if there was a bag of $1 million waiting for them, like outside of the door. So, and that's a fact.
What?
Pilates and yoga is not easy to do. And the people that do it consistently, you know, you have nice toned abs, nice arms, because it is a hard workout to actually, you know, do and finish from beginning to end. Albert, it's hard. It is. It's not just like lifting and swinging your back and taking 10-minute breaks. Yoga is a consistent hour.
I don't lift super heavy weight to be swinging back, by the way.
Yeah, but you used to.
But who cares about I used to people?
You get the point.
I used to doesn't count.
So
anymore.
workouts, yoga, you can't stop. You literally have to go a whole hour, 45 minutes, and there is no breaks. So you can't get on your phone after each set. So it's continuous.
It's a waste of time.
Really hard.
If I'm doing yoga and I can't be on my phone for an hour, I'm gonna lose like $1 million. Like it's just it would be just demoralizing for my life to do yoga for 1 hour.
That's because you haven't tried it, so I wouldn't. Or I think you tried it once.
I just did it back in the day because I wanted to get laid by this chick.
Okay.
So I did yoga.
Did it work?
It worked for what I was trying to get, yeah, but not for it was I couldn't wait for it to end. It was it was boring. It was like a bunch of gay dudes and girls.
Got some good stretches in.
So you got to make sure you're in the right little part of the yoga section, right? Because then you don't want to be in awkward situations. But yeah, yoga. I mean, yoga is for gay dudes or for girls. I don't do yoga. You'll never catch me in a yoga room ever again in my life. But I will take my girls if they want to go to yoga. I'll gladly take them to their yoga classes, and you know, watch and make sure they're safe and they're good and they enjoy their yoga. But I would never, you would never catch me in a yoga spot. You'll catch me pumping iron with Arnold Schwarzenegger and the beach and things like that. That's pretty cool. And sometimes I do enjoy lifting and working out, you know, but not most of the time. Like most of the time I don't enjoy that. It's just not very enjoyable thing to do when you work out as hard as me. Because you got, in order to win, you think I enjoy after an 18-hour day, you think I enjoy getting home and I'm literally falling asleep and the phone's falling on my face. Bam! And I'm like dead and falling asleep.
Okay, guys. I'm awake when that's happening.
You see me, I'm falling asleep after an 18-hour day where I had like 5 meetings, 2 podcasts, and a bunch of other things, right? And I'm home and I'm falling asleep and I already had 2 workouts. And I get up and I say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do 30 minutes of stairs like at 10:30 in the night. You think that that's enjoyable? You think I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to get out of my sleep and go do my stairs.
Let's talk about, you're a very intense person.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Of course.
So whatever you do, you go all in and you just do it. But
even when we make babies, it takes a while.
Can you walk?
And you tell me like, cut it short. And I'm like, no, we're going to go long.
Hey, that's kind of yoga right there.
It depends.
That's the kind of yoga that I would do, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Can you tell our friends what was it like? Because I did see you and you did work really, really hard.
I did.
You did one workout.
Harder than everybody, yeah.
I wouldn't say harder than everybody.
Harder than everybody.
Everybody's at different levels in their life. Some people have more body fat. Wally worked pretty damn hard, and I could see
He worked hard.
Yeah,
second
he worked
hard.
really, really, really hard.
I worked the hardest. He was the second hardest.
So what did that process look like?
What?
Your whole process to win your ab challenge. In case somebody wants to get abs, what did that look like? What did it entail exactly?
It was just being super committed, disciplined, and work hard. That's it. You got to be disciplined. A workout in the morning,
a protein shake, a meal. What did it look like?
It's not the workout. It's not the workout. It's what you put in your mouth. If you can't control a pizza slice going in your mouth or a Cheeto, then you're never going to get the results. Like you're either all in or you're not. Like if you say if you're going to get in shape, there is no room for a Dorito. There is no room for a pizza. Why would you eat a pizza slice? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, there is DoorDash where you could order food, and it's very simple. All you got to do is 1 hour of weights. That's it. And 35 minutes of cardio. That's it. But you got to keep your calories at a certain number. If you want to weigh, if you want to be ripped and you want to weigh, let's say 160, and you want to have you want to keep your muscle, then you weigh 160, you should be eating 160 grams of protein, a gram of protein for fat. I mean, a gram of protein for body weight. And then also, you should be staying at about 1,800 calories or less if you want to get ripped at 160. Now, if you eat a pizza slice, then you got to look it up, and that's about 500 calories. So you just added 500 calories of pizza. And it's regardless of the calories, it's just junk. Like, why would you eat junk? Like, if you really are hungry and you want to eat something, instead of eating 500 calories of pizza slice, why wouldn't you eat a chicken that's a piece of chicken, grilled chicken with a nice avocado, like a few slices of avocado? Why wouldn't you eat that? So when people can't do that, they can't control what goes in their mouth. That's why they don't achieve the results. So it doesn't matter if you're working super hard and burning all these calories, if you're just going to eat whatever and you're not going to follow the science, because there's a science to everything. Science to everything. Like, you can only eat 1,800 calories or more. You need to eat 160 grams of protein. And if you eat a little bit of fat and a little bit of carbs, as long as you don't go over 1,800 calories, you're going to achieve the same result. So you just got to figure out, where do I get more energy from? A little bit of carbs or a little bit of avocado? You can't eat both. You can't eat like a bunch of rice and a bunch of avocado, because that's going to be a lot of extra calories. You pick one, and then you stay under 1,800 calories, and you never skip your workouts. And then in the nights, if you want to get a bit more shredded faster, then you do 30 minutes of stairs. And when you do 30 minutes of stairs, you burn an extra 350 calories. And then you're not going to lose a lot of muscle, because stairs are, you're not, it's not like a marathon runner where you're running for long. It's fast. 30 minutes, you burn a lot of calories, because going up the stairs, it just gets your heart rate going quick, going fast. And then you have a little smoothie of protein, and you add more grams of protein. That way you feed the muscle. So it's very easy for me, but the question is, are you willing to do that? Like, it's not easy to do stairs at 10 p.m. when you had an 18-hour workday. It's not that easy. When you worked out in the morning, and you might be a little bit sore, and you might be a little bitch, and you might be saying, I'm sore, I don't feel good. The moment you start and you're halfway in, you get that second kick of endurance that takes care of it. And you get that second kick of endurance, and it keeps you going, and you finish, and then you feel good. And then you wake up, and there's the thing, when you wake up and you just feel your stomach, and you're like, man, I can feel my abs. I don't have any fat here. It feels so good. Like, you move quick. You even drive faster. Like, everything is better. You look better. Like, it's amazing. You think better. Like, when you have less body fat, you think faster. So it's pretty cool. Syl
looked really happy seeing you on the fitness challenge when you took off your shirt.
Yeah, she did.
Because I know how hard he worked, and it's not easy. Otherwise, everybody would have abs of steel, But I don't think anything tastes as good as looking good feels, because it's a lot of work. And think about it. If it were easy, everybody would be in shape. Everybody wants
exactly.
to look
You nailed it right there.
It's not something you can buy, and that's why, like, me personally, I've always looked good. I take a lot of pride in my appearance and taking care of myself, because when you show up as the best version of yourself, it shows in everything that you do, and confidence we get through experience. And obviously, if you put a lot of hard work into the gym, it's gonna show, and obviously when you're pregnant, it's crazy. As you get older, pregnancies get harder for sure. And that's why for me, I was so excited to just get back into my regular routine, which is, you know, getting up, being with my kids for a little bit, going to the gym, coming to my office, just kind of going throughout my day. But if I don't work out in the morning, I feel with less energy. I still get everything done, but then you feel a sense of, man, I didn't complete everything I wanted to complete, you know? And there are times where I have to come straight to the office, you know, or I have an early commitment. And you just have to figure it out, you know. But the evening, more than likely, I will not work out. So I think as long as you're getting 5 workouts a week and you're eating decent, you know, because unlike him, I don't torture myself. I love healthy food. I'm totally cool eating a slice of pizza. I don't even like pizza, but Wolfgang Puck has the best pizza I've ever had in my life. It's so good. And yeah, I did have a slice, and that's okay because I didn't.
Yeah, but discipline is like when you say I'm not gonna eat anything bad.
I never said I wasn't gonna eat anything bad.
You say I'm not gonna drink, you don't drink. So
right.
like you could eat all the pizza or everything you want when you say you are gonna do it. But when you say you're not gonna do it, like that's discipline.
But also, Albert, you have to understand that, for example, like,
and plus,
I'm not gonna eat a whole bag of Sour Patches. I'm okay with a handful.
No, I understand. But somebody that's shredded could eat a whole bag of Sour Patches. Somebody
why would you do that to yourself?
Somebody that's like, it depends on the finish line, right? If you're very, very far away from your finish line, then you shouldn't eat the pizza. If you are right at the finish line and past it, you could eat 5 Sour Patch bags. So of course, like if you're a hippo, you're not gonna continue to eat all these slices of pizza. But if you are like who's super ripped, let's just say Superman. Okay, like Superman can eat a bag of Cheetos if he wants to because he's already
anybody
ripped.
Can eat a hot bag of hot Cheetos if they want to.
Yeah, well, a hippo, if a hippo's trying to get shredded like Bruce Lee, he shouldn't eat a pizza slice.
He shouldn't.
But Bruce Lee could eat that. There we go. Bruce Lee, if he wants to eat a whole pizza, he could eat a whole pizza.
Why would you eat a whole pizza? So that's like a mental.
Because Bruce Lee still is
eating disorder.
Shredded. Bruce Lee could eat a whole pizza and he'll still be shredded because he's already beyond shredded. But a hippo that wants to get like Bruce Lee should not eat a slice of pizza.
Yeah, but also obviously there's 7 days in a week, right? So to me, I'm like, okay, you're gonna torture yourself all week, and then you're gonna mess it all up in one day, which is what he does.
No, because Bruce Lee cannot mess it up if he tried. Because Bruce Lee.
But you aren't Bruce Lee.
I'm pretty close to that. So like I could afford it more than other people. Like I could afford it more than other. So I could afford a slice of pizza. But I won't do it because I just don't love pizza that much.
Right.
Like if I'm gonna, instead of those 500 calories, I rather eat 2 bags of Sour Patch Kids because those are like 120 calories each.
Serving.
So for the little bag, I'm talking about. So I'll eat 2 little bags of that. That puts me at 250 calories. And then I'll have 2 glasses of champagne, so that puts me at 400 calories. I'm still eating less than the pizza slice that you ate.
Right.
And for me, 2 glasses of champagne with 2 Sour Patch Kid bags mini size, that is like perfection. That is what I wake up and I look forward to it. When I'm in the private jet G550 in the week, I'm going to be having champagne and some Sour Patch Kids, the mini size, not a slice of pizza.
So and everybody has a choice, you know. It's just really being cautious.
But I'm not gonna eat the Sour Patch Kids like in the middle of my cleanse, you know.
Yeah, well, that's your choice. So because
I'm cleansing.
Different. Yeah. So again, he'll ruin it on the plane on the first day. That's just what he does. But
no, but I've never been this shredded, so I can't ruin it. I got to a shape where I'm unruinable. So no matter if I pig out for a week, I'll still come back with a 6-pack.
Why would you do that though? That's stupid.
Because Hawaii doesn't have anything good.
Protein?
Hawaii has nothing but junk food.
No, they have seafood. They have a lot of protein.
Healthy food?
Yeah.
You complained about Hawaii last time. You said they had nothing good.
The best. It's not.
They don't have a lot of good healthy food.
They do.
Chicken nuggets,
it tastes different because we're here in the U.S. We're used to processed shitty food. It's a reality. Even the healthy food is not so healthy.
Yeah, but Hawaii has like worse food than here.
No, you can buy shrimp. There's a lot of good stuff. So protein is the main building block, you know, for our cells, for our bodies, and it is very important that we're getting enough of it. Most people don't get enough of it. So this is why you have to look at your labels. You have to look at the ingredients, you know, and you have to make sure you're getting enough protein. Because if you're trying to lose weight fast, all you have to do is have your 3 meals a day, 2 protein shakes, have a workout, you know, like he said, an hour of, you know, yoga, weights, Pilates, whatever, and then 30 minutes of cardio.
So why don't you tell the ladies what you eat?
So
Because I don't eat 3 meals. You said you eat 3 meals?
A bit, more or less, yeah.
Because I have 2 to 3 protein shakes and just 2 meals.
So I have 3 meals. In the morning when I wake up, I always have my 2 eggs, especially right now because I'm nursing my daughter, and I would like to give her the same opportunities I've given my other daughters, which I've always nursed them past a year. One was a year and 2 months. The other one was a year and 4 months. You know, this time around, again, we're really busy. So nursing in itself, pumping, is a whole nother job for women, right? And again, these are the things that are difficult, and only women can understand them, because it is a struggle. It is a lot of work. It is like a full-time job, is maintaining that pumping schedule even when you're not with your baby, because then your milk, the milk that you're producing, it'll either become less or become more. It's like supply and demand, right? So keeping the pumping on point with the times is so important, you know. And I actually have to have an extra 500 calories a day. So
So that's where the pizza slice comes.
No, because that was a long time ago. So I've been experimenting, you know, as far as what works for me and what doesn't. And so when I wake up, I normally have 2 hard-boiled eggs. So, you know, that gets done automatically every morning. So then they bring it up to me. I eat them. Now maybe for the last 2 weeks, I've done my best to first drink a cup of water. So now I'm adding the sea salt and the lemon like I did this morning, based on this book that I'm reading. And I just want to be operating at my highest potential. And for that, you know, your body is most important, and how you feel. So I do that, and then I go to the gym. I have one of these, which is Celsius. It's an energy drink. It's really, really good. I just love the way they taste. And then after that, I'll have a protein shake, 30 minutes. There's a 30-minute window where you have to have your protein shake. You're so pretty, my love. You look stunning. So then I have that, and then I'll have my first meal, which is normally chicken with veggies, salmon with veggies, any protein with veggies. Sometimes it's steak with green veggies. And it's, for me, 4 to 5 ounces, normally 4 ounces. I don't eat a lot. So, and then after that, you know, I'll have lunch or something like that. And then in the night, I've been eating, you know, whatever. It's always a protein and a green. Or if we go out, I'll have a piece of white fish with veggies, you know, and he'll get a potato. So I'll just pick out his baked potato. But a baked potato, you kind of have to just eat it clean. No butter, sour cream, chives, you know. And again, it's all adding and subtracting of the calories, you know. So I tried to stay at 1,400. However, I did get these nursing cookies that are actually working really, really well. And those are 140 calories for 6, or there's a little bag that's 240 calories. So again, there's an app. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It's called MyFitnessPal. If you don't know how much calories is in, for example, 4 ounces of chicken, you should know how many calories are in it and how much protein is in it. And then that'll give you a better idea. Really, after 3 months of inputting everything that you eat, you become accustomed to just in your head calculating what you can and can't have to stay under that those calories that you need to stay at for your body type, for your height, if you're male, female, you know. So all those things are really, really important. And remember, Google is your best friend. You can Google absolutely anything, and the goal is to keep your food clean. You know, what oils are you cooking with, you know? And like coconut oil is amazing. Avocado oil is amazing, but just a little tiny bit. And salt and pepper are the best seasonings in my opinion. Other than that, look at what Albert's eating.
So the main
you
thing,
eat a lot of cheese.
the main
cheese
thing
is really bad for you.
Cheese is not bad for you.
It is.
Who won
It
that?
has dairy in it.
Who won the abs?
It's bad for your insides. Dairy creates a lot of issues in humans, like inflammation.
Mm-hmm. But I'm not. I don't have any inflammation.
We don't know.
You could see it.
Inside your body, you can't see it.
I got abs.
Mm-hmm. What were you saying?
7% body fat.
What were you saying?
That your body. The whole point of for the cleanse is because I don't know if you guys know, but you know that every 8 days we have new lungs. So we got new lungs every 8 days. Your digestive tract is replaced every 4 days. every second, your body produces 800,000 new red blood cells.
That's crazy.
Every year, you replace 10% of your bones.
This is why nutrition is
37
so important.
trillion cells. So when you, and there's a lot more to it. Like there's like a lot of everything inside your body regenerates. So when you take, like, if you want to try a little experiment, just go on a cleanse like me, not like Syl, because Syl doesn't do it all the way, but do it like me. Like Syl doesn't work out 7 days a week. Do it like me. And maybe that's the reason why I am so successful. Maybe that's the reason why I've accomplished everything in my department, because me and Syl have different departments. She's operations, and I'm vision. I'm straight vision. So maybe that's the reason why. So try it for 30 days. No drinks, no drugs, 2 to 3 workouts a day.
One workout is enough.
No. Don't listen to Syl.
If you do it right.
Let me go back, Anthony, and you could cut it. So you're gonna no drinks, no alcohol for 30 days at least. You're going to work 18 hours a day, and you're going to work out 2 to 3 times a day, including Saturdays and Sundays. And you're gonna eat very healthy, and you're gonna stay under your calorie count. If you don't know how to calculate your calorie count and protein count, I'll give you guys a link where you could. I don't go by macros. Where you could multiply and your weight, and it'll tell you and how much muscle you want, and it'll tell you how much you should eat of calories and protein. That's the main thing: calories and protein. RxDX? No. That's to measure the body fat. But I'm gonna give you guys. It's a little chart. It's easy. So do this for 30 days. And I guarantee you that you're gonna get this different kind of high, that it's gonna be amazing, and you're gonna make so much money. But you can't eat a potato chip, you can't eat a piece of popcorn. I went to the movies. I like doing these because it also challenges you right here. I went to the movies with my daughters. We had top performers. I've been everywhere with a lot of temptations, and I just don't do it. And my level of focus is just like never ever. And so it's very, very, very powerful, and you guys should try it. And you'll see in the next 30 days, you will accomplish so much that you're going to be like amazed.
Right.
And just go out there and try it.
So, yes, and I did eat popcorn at the movies, and it was delicious. And I never deprive myself, because that's why most people and most diets fail, because you do have to have a really strong mindset, because our bodies, our mind will find 1,000 excuses, when we're getting up and getting ready to go to the gym every morning, of why we shouldn't go, right? So if you can control your mindset, you literally can control anything, and to touch on what he said, I never said I wasn't going to eat a pizza. I said I was going to work out, and I wasn't going to drink for 30 days. I've been working out, and I haven't drank for 30 days. So
yeah,
again,
but you've been working out how many times a week?
5, 6 now.
5, 6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I worked out every single day, 2 to 3 times a day.
Wonderful. That's good for you. So everybody's different, right? And whatever you say you're going to do, you have to commit to it.
That's the difference between a winner and second place.
I agree.
The winner doesn't slack off once. Not a popcorn in the movie theater. No popcorn.
That's why Wally won, huh?
And then the people that are like, I'll have one popcorn here, I'll have one pizza slice here. Those are the second place and third place. So if you want to win, if you want to be the best, remember, you're either first or you're last. Nobody remembers second place.
I agree.
People only remember who won, number one.
Yeah, first place. And lucky for me, I wasn't competing for anything. Again, I just started back on my beautiful fitness career. So I'm excited. Okay, well, don't leave it on the table. It's going to melt. So, really important to have your goals clear. And if you don't work out currently and you want to find some way of working out, even walking is really good for you. We all have our body weight that we can use to work out without even weights, without a gym membership. But it's just being intentional about it and starting off your day properly, because that's going to set the tone for the rest of your day, for the week, for the month, And if you can commit to saying, you know what, I'm going to start with 5 times a week. 5 times a week is more than enough if you have a balanced diet, nutrition, you know, and I don't like to call it a diet because diets are temporary and a lifestyle is forever. And once you turn something into a habit, it just becomes part of your daily routine, which becomes part of your life. And those little tiny efforts compiled over time, it just creates just the best version of yourself, whatever that looks like. You know, we're all happy as long as you're really happy with what you have, but truly, truly happy, because a lot of people pretend to be happy and they're not happy. You know, I'm super happy. I'm super proud of myself. I know I'm a badass, you know, and I always do the best job possible no matter what that job is, you know. And for me, you know, I challenge myself, but I don't deprive myself either, because I'm not here to be miserable. I believe in being happy every day, living your best life, and obviously being in the best shape possible, which there's so many different ways of doing that, guys. And you just have to find what works for you. You know, it doesn't matter what works for this extreme guy or this person as myself. That, you know, I live my day to day and I choose to be happy every freaking day.
I think every guy should be able to like sit down in Hawaii and like slouch and eat a big fat burger with bread and French fries and have a shredded 6-pack.
Yeah, well, we'll record that for you guys. We'll let you know how that one goes.
Please.
We have a bet going. What was the bet, Anthony? After 2 days?
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's like $1,000 for
Albert letting me take pictures of him on the second day of vacation without his shirt. It's always the first day, because that's the only day that he's actually in shape, because your body goes through a lot, you know. You get bloated, you know. We're already traveling. Flying makes you bloated. You retain water. You're out of your routine, which in his case is very, very, very strict.
I'm not concerned about it at all.
Good. We'll see.
I have all these pictures from Hawaii, Puerto Rico with shredded
Albert,
6-pack.
after day 2, you do not take pictures without your shirt. You talk about being transparent. Let's go.
When I started taking you on trips, we have all these pictures of me like
Long
shredded.
time ago. I'm talking about recently.
But I'm back to that. I'm back to that shape. I was always shredded.
Good.
I got a little comfortable and I went from a 6-pack to a 4-pack. But like
a 2-pack.
But like it's not. I'll never have like anything less than a 6-pack. Like you'll never find me with a 4-pack. No,
Good.
never.
Good. I'm excited for that. So anyway, do you want to add anything else? Because we're getting close to the end. Some tips for our friends. Because remember, super strict is not sustainable for 99% of the world. That's just a fact. So for regular people that don't work out right now, what could they do? I already gave you guys my advice. Find a workout that you like. Find some sort of activity. It could literally be pole dancing. There's dance classes, and all those girls are in super shape because it's hard. Like ballet dancers, look at it. Doesn't look difficult. It's not weightlifting, but they're super lean and super toned.
Let's put a poll in the locker room.
I know.
Look,
for fitness.
Look.
Yeah.
My fellow men and the real powerful woman out there, not the weak woman, but the powerful woman and the real men, they're gonna like this. Like I think that every man should have a 6-pack. Like have a 6-pack.
That's not reality, but okay.
And I think that it's very easy. It's just that they don't know how to do it. Because if you eat healthy and you just do 80% healthy and 20% you can do whatever you want, and you can have a 6-pack. But people don't want to do that. They don't want to do it. They just have bad habits. That's all it is. It's very easy for a man to have a 6-pack. For a woman, it's harder. A woman is, they're not meant to have 6-packs. They could, but a man is meant to have a 6-pack. Have you ever looked at, what's that famous Indian?
Gandhi?
Squanto? Or the Indian back in the day?
Which one? Like
I used to read when I used to go to elementary school, we used to read books on like science books. There used to be this famous Indian.
I mean,
one of our native Indians. So I think it was Squanto.
Columbus?
Or no, Columbus was not an Indian.
Oh,
he was a
Native American.
Yeah.
I was thinking from India.
Well, look, just go back to cavemen.
Yeah.
And you'll see like homeless people, guys. Homeless people have six-pack. They're shredded.
Because they walk all
And
day and they don't have
and
food.
being shredded is not all happiness, because there's like homeless people are shredded because they can't eat, and we are not meant to be eating as much.
Right.
Like we are not meant to be eating as much. We are not meant to be taking steroids. I get six-pack shredded abs, right? And guess what the haters say? Oh, but now you have to build more muscle. And I'm like, well, now you have to stop being a fat ass or taking steroids, you fucking cheater. Like, you're not even real.
Damn, imagine Albert on steroids.
So if I take steroids, of course I would
It would be a
bigger.
disaster.
However, like we're not created as humans, as men, to eat like pigs. We're not. When you were an Indian or a caveman, you were out there hunting. You were killing lions. You were eating, and you didn't eat all day. And then when you ate a certain amount of you ate when you were hungry, and then other than that you were hunting.
You'd go days without eating.
Women weren't hunting. So men, that's why men are meant to be very aggressive and athletic. They're doing exercise and they're hunting and they don't eat as much. So men are supposed to have six packs. Go back to all the cavemen and the Indians, they all had six packs. That is how God created men, to have six packs. Why do men gain weight and not have six packs? Because they just have bad habits. As simple as that.
Yeah, that's true.
Whoever says, "Oh, I have this chronic disease. I'm meant to be fat, and I that's why I can't help it, but I have to eat. I have to eat it, and I have this I don't know what they call it. This illness, whatever they call it. You think Squanto, the Indian back in the day, you think he had Doritos right there? You think he had bread? No. Squanto had weapons, rocks, his whatever he had, to go out there and hunt and eat meat, not eat all this other bullshit that people now eat. He didn't have Cheerios.
Everyone's too comfortable now.
So yeah,
Right.
So like what I'm doing, working out, having 2 to 3 workouts a day. It's not even anything. Squanto the Indian, I hope I'm saying your name right, Squanto, but Squanto the Indian would be he would be making fun of me. He would be saying like, Albert is such a lazy ass. He's
Right.
only having 2 to 3 workouts a day, and he's eating chicken with. He would laugh at me right now. He would be, you fucking little bitch. Go out there and hunt a fucking lion, you little bitch, Albert. So when I say that to people now that I'm sick and the doctor said it's okay for me to have all this food, and I call him out, now all of a sudden I'm a bad guy. Like, how do you think Squanto the Indian would feel about me? He would probably feel like I'm a little bitch.
Right.
So yeah.
So,
Man up, guys.
So-
Man up.
and it's never too late to attain and have better habits. You know, you just have to know better. A lot of people actually, unfortunately, Americans, we don't know better. That's just a fact. Because of everything that's sold, you know, and they'll put like crazy labels on things that are not good for you, you guys. Cutting your sugar intake is so important. You know, from fruit, it's okay, but not from, you know, like naked juices. They're so horrible for you. They're full of calories, full of sugar, and it's just awful for your body. Protein and greens. You know, a little bit of potatoes, berries, things like that are really good for us. And just think organic, as natural as you possibly can go, because the minute you start adding
guys.
sauces.
I found Squanto. So his name is Squanto. I remember him from elementary school. My teacher, Mrs. Smith, she used to make me read Indian books.
He was
Squanto
ripped?
the Indian, yeah. Squanto the Indian. If you see, he's like, he's slim and he has a six-pack. He used to hunt animals and feed his people. He's from Massachusetts. He was born 1585, and he changed the world. Squanto was a Native American, helped the English settlers of Plymouth Colony, later known as Pilgrims, survive in their new home by teaching them how to plant crops, fish, and hunt. That is what a man is supposed to do. Plant crops, fish, hunt, and they forgot, make babies.
Company hunting trip.
Crazy. So,
you understand?
nutrition,
I'm right, right?
Yeah.
Men should stop being lazy and be men. Go out.
Agree.
That's why when I wake up and you say, oh, well, you just wake up and you leave. That's what I'm supposed to do. Men are supposed to get up and provide.
So exercise can fix most depression. Your nutrition can fix most illnesses that we have in our bodies. And having a diet, let me finish.
But if a guy has a six-pack, he wouldn't be depressed.
Exactly. So let me start again and stop
sorry about that.
me. Thank you. So fitness, workouts can fix most depression. Health, being healthy is important because your nutrition can literally fix almost every illness. You know, I'll give you guys an example. My grandma has lung cirrhosis. Back in the day, they used to cook, you know, at open flame in Mexico or whatever. And she has lung fibrosis. And for the last month, we changed her diet completely. So now she has very, very high protein. She was in a place where we were like, oh my God, how much longer is she going to last, right? We even looked at stem cells and other options for her because eventually her lungs wouldn't be able to expand so that she can breathe, which is so sad. And I'm telling you, this lady in the last 2 weeks, she's up, she's active. She still has her oxygen, so we're working with her to make her strong, healthy. She's 84 years old. She's back to not just laying in bed all day, and now she's organizing her drawers in her bedroom, and it's literally simply from changing her diet because all she wants to eat is tortillas and cheese. And she's like, as long as I have my tortilla. I'm like, no, grandma, that's not enough. So now we give her protein shakes. She has a high protein diet with chicken, eggs, a lot of vegetables, you know, and she's doing amazing, and it's day and night, you guys. So this is why I always say what you put in your body matters. It's trying to drive a car without gas. It doesn't work, you know. So why would we treat our bodies any differently, you know? And taking care of yourself is the highest form of self-love, you know. And a lot of people want to, they might not know how, but there's no excuses. There's Google. Like, it's really simple. Have a protein, have a green, 3 meals a day, 2 snacks, have a workout. And if you do that, your life will completely change, literally for the better. And you're going to be the best version of yourself. The real problem is that people are lazy and they don't think that they're worthy of being the best version of themselves. And even if they do you have the commitment that it takes to show up when you don't feel like it, to go to the gym when you really, really don't feel like it because your bed is so much more comfortable, you know? And believe me when I tell you that getting to the gym, once you're there, it's game over. You put some good music on, you get your workout done, and that's it. You know, if you really have no willpower, hire a trainer. We spend money on other things that are not good for us. So why? There's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. It's just finding and committing to certain things that are sustainable, because it's easy to give up. It's easy to quit. That's the easy way out. Staying consistent and committed. That's what we should all do for ourselves, because they say, oh, I'm willing to die for my kids. Okay, well, are you willing to live for them? Are you willing to get healthy for your kids, you know, so that you're there when they grow up and they give you grandchildren? And once you shift your mindset and your perception of things, you know, life completely changes. And it could be the best, most beautiful life. You just have to create it.
That was really good what you said. Are you willing to live for your kids?
It's true.
You were very good.
Shut up.
No, it's getting towards the end, and I want to make sure you're happy so that you're nice to me the rest of the day. But guys, look, listen up. Like, sometimes, you know, you might I might hurt your feelings, or you might feel like I'm attacking or like I'm being rude or whatever.
That's not the case.
Like,
he is a little rude.
I really mean that. I don't give a fuck what people think about me. I really do mean that.
And you shouldn't either.
But however, keep in mind, if you guys, like, a lot of you eat that. A lot of you want to make more money. You want to learn how do I create a podcast? How do I run a show? I'm going to close it out with this. How do I run a show? How do I create a podcast? Look, if you create a podcast and you're just trying to be politically correct and you're concerned about what people are going to think about you, and you're not going to be you, and you're not going to exaggerate a little bit and be funny and say things that you do want to say, then your ratings are going to suck and your podcast is going to suck. And nobody wants to listen to somebody boring. Oh, hey, hi. I'm here back again here coming to you from CNBC, and I'm going to talk to you today about how the stock market has changed and the things you should be looking for. And let me get some data here and show you guys before I get started. And you just keep that voice for a long time. Like people are going to clock out. They're going to be like, man, this is boring. Nope, that's never going to get high ratings. Now, if you want to get high ratings, you want to start a podcast, like you gotta have interaction. And what happens with relationships is relationships have little arguments. Okay, like me and Syl have little arguments behind the camera. Syl is a lot less and a lot more. She wants to look good on camera and speak a little lower tone.
That's not true.
And be extra calmer. Like in person, if you see her, she's very intense. Isn't she intense, Anthony, outside?
No.
A little bit more than here, right? She's a lot quieter right here, right?
No, she's perfect. She does super mellow.
Thank you, Anthony.
So like me, like I have that personality that I could bring it out. And you should be on camera like you are outside. Like outside, right. Me and her are like going like that. And we're not fighting, disrespecting each other, but we are talking like this. There's nothing bad about telling your girl, hey, you're a little bit fat. Get it together, girl.
Or
and
vice versa.
And there's nothing wrong with your girl telling you that also.
Agreed.
So like, why when I say that, people are like, oh my God, he's such a bad guy. Look, guys, I have the results. And ladies, I have the results to show it and to back it up. I don't have to prove anything to you. If anything, learn from me that I'm real. Like, do you want to have somebody here fake telling you what you want to hear, or do you want somebody here telling you what you need to hear? So I do this to help. I don't need to do this show. Like, I don't have to do this. This takes time and energy. Like, I don't have to be here doing this. I'm not doing this because I'm trying to be funny. I'm doing this because I want to get a point across. And if you guys want to have a podcast started, a couple maybe, do it right. Stop worrying about what people think and just speak from your heart and be real. That's what I do. And hopefully if you listen to me, I'll never tell you to do something that I'm not doing. Right. What I'm saying is I'm doing it. Mm-hmm. Like I do think every man should have a six-pack. I do think that you should have 2 to 3 workouts a day for a 30-day period. I'm not saying do it all year long, but guess what? I'm getting so shredded right now that I could go 3 months eating 80% healthy and 20% not, and I'll still maintain my six-pack. Then I'll go on another 30. Make some gains. And hey, if what I say hurts you, maybe it's because the shoe fits you. But if you do want to get results that are very high in life and keep getting higher and higher results all the time, then maybe you should take some notes and listen and create your own podcast. Do whatever you want to do and stop worrying and caring about what people think. Just speak from your heart and be real. So thank you guys, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye. Bye. You better be nice, Al, because you're a little extra.
Babe, I'm good at what I do.
Anthony.